The second part of knowledge, the second type of knowledge that is compulsory on the you and the me is علم أحوال القلب أو علم العقيدة. It is the knowledge of hearts. That is علم العقيدة. Al-Aqidah, knowledge of doctrine, knowledge of decree. يفترض عليه علم أحوال القلب. It is compulsory on a Muslim to seek the knowledge of Aqidah, your heart. What is expected to be concealed by your heart to Allah? Min at-tawakkul, in terms of trust in Allah, wal inaba, in terms of directing your heart towards Allah, wal khashiyah, in terms of fearing Allah, wal ridha, in terms of pleasing Allah. فَإِنَّهُ وَاقِعٌ فِي جَمِيعِ الْأَحْوَالِ, because your heart would always think of things, and it is also going to direct itself up and down. So if you don't understand what you're expected to let your heart conceal, then you are going to conceal what is not proper to Allah then. And the third aspect of knowledge you and I as a student were expected to seek, which is compulsory on us, is ilmul akhlaq. Ilmul akhlaq, that is moral education. Yuftaradu ilmul akhlaq. Moral education is compulsory on every student. وَبِهَا يُرِدُ اللَّهَ رَبَّهُ. With morals, you and I, we are going to please Allah. لِكَوْنِهَا وَسِيلَةً إِلَى التَّقْوَى. Why? Because it is good moral that draws us towards piety of Allah. التي يستحق بها المرء الكرامة عند الله تعالى والسعادة الأبدية. And with piety, having piety in our heart through good morals, you and I, we are going to be able to receive honor and the everlasting success from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَمِنْهَا, so when we talk about moral education, we are to tell us some examples of moral education that is expected of you and me as a student. When you seek knowledge, the reason we are to state all this is that when seeking knowledge, knowledge is expected to be sought by you pleasing Allah Azza wa Jal in order for you to acquire the best form of knowledge. Or else, if you don't gain good moral along with seeking knowledge, you are definitely going to mislead people at the end of the day. So al-khuluqul hasan, good morals. And as we state good morals, we are going to state its opposite in order for you to get well acquainted with it. So the first one is al-jud. Al-jud, kindness, generosity. The opposite of generosity, which you are not expected to have in your heart, is what? In your behavior is al-bukhul, stinginess. Al-jud, koma tore, taore, generosity. Secondly, ash-shaja'a aw al-jara'a, bravery. Bravery. Knowledge is not for the lazy one. No. So en tó bá fẹ́ kọ́ mímọ̀, ó gbọ́dọ̀ ní ọkàn akin, because you are going to encounter series of challenges. Yes, but if you cannot keep being patient, at the end of the day, you are not going to succeed. The opposite of al-shaja'a is al-jubnu. Al-jubnu, ojo, al-irtidad, kéèyàn máa sá, kó máa lọ lè kí ó dédé, kó máa wá class dédé. That you should not come to class, you don't come to class regularly. No. At-tawadu'. Ìtẹríba, obedience. The opposite is at-takabbur, proudness. Al-iqtisad. That is, kéèyàn máa ṣọ́ nǹkan ná. Al-israf is its opposite, or we call it at-taqtir. Kéèyàn máa ṣe nǹkan lófò, extravagance. Extravagance. So a student is expected not to eat everything he loves, everything he wishes. No. You are to manage. Al-iqtisad. You should train yourself on the having management of money, management of your time. That is iqtisad. Not that you should engage in extravagance. You want to just be lóru mọ́júmọ́ báyìí, you harp on the habit of watching movies. No. Engage yourself, manage the time you have today in order for you to acquire vast knowledge. Al-iffa, amójúkúrò. What is amójúkúrò? That is overlooking. Contentment. At-tahattuk al-fuhush. At-tahattuk, or you call it the opposite of al-iffa, is what? Al-fuhush. Frivolity. Engaging in frivolity. Kó máa sọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ burúkú, kó máa hùwà pálapàla. No. A good student, ó máa ń ní àmójúkúrò ni. Ó gbọ́dọ̀ ní contentment. Okay. You should be fearful of Allah. You should be fearful of people. You protect your image, that you must not do, you can do anyhow. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Al-quwwa, power. Ad-du'uf, ìkọ̀lẹ̀. Ìkọ̀lẹ̀, kéèyàn ya ọ̀lẹ. Student ò gbọ́dọ̀ ya ọ̀lẹ, ó gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ alágbára. Student máa ń jẹ́ alágbára ni. Fal-hasan min al-akhlaq halal. Now, take a look at the table. The table in your textbook on page 7. You will see that we have parted the good morals in the right side and the bad morals on the left side. So, you see those on the right hand side, Fal-hasan min al-akhlaq halal. They are permissible for you. So, take them inculcate them in your habits. وَسَيِّئَ مِنْهَا haram. And the bad morals, they are unlawful for you. وَلَا يُمْكِنُ التَّحَرُّزُ عَنْهَا إِلَّا بِعِلْمِهَا. Now, if you don't know the good morals from the bad morals as we have discussed them earlier, then you are not going to be able to know how to protect yourself from them. فَيُفْتَرَضُ عَلَى كُلِّ إِنسَانٍ عِلْمُهَا. And that is the reason why it's compulsory for every single man to learn them, to learn about moral education. وَيَجِبُ عَلَى كُلِّ مُسْلِمٍ حِفْظُهَا. And after learning it as we have learned them like this, it becomes compulsory on you as a Muslim student to do what? To ensure you inculcate those good morals into your habits.